In this part of the chapter, we will be discussing about acid rain, and we will be therefore looking at the effects of air pollution on non-living things. In the previous part, you had a look at the effect of air pollution on the living things. Here, you will be looking at the effect of air pollution on non-living things, and via the case study of Taj Mahal. Via the case study of Taj Mahal, all right? And how does it happen? It happens via acid rain. Okay. Are non-living things also affected? Yes, they are affected by air pollution. You must have observed that certain statues, especially those statues that are made up of marble, they get corroded. Corroded means they are getting damaged, or the shiny white color that they used to possess earlier, that shiny white color is now turning slightly yellowish in color. It's getting tarnished. All right, it's getting damaged. So it's not just the living things, but also non-living things like buildings, non-living things like monuments, statues, and often those that are made up of marbles, they get affected by air pollution. Okay. Over the past 2 decades, India's most famous tourist attraction, one of the seven wonders of the world, Taj Mahal, located in Agra, has become a matter of concern because the white color, the white marble color, which is, okay, it's just written here. Okay, so the white marble color, that is getting tarnished, that is getting corroded into a yellowish color, you may say. Okay, and this yellowish color is because of the sulfur oxides. Okay, this yellowish color is because of the sulfur oxides, and it's not just the sulfur oxides present in the gaseous state, but rather it is the sulfur oxides mixing up with water to form sulfuric acid, and not just sulfuric acid, other acids as well, but it is sulfur and nitrogen. These are the two, dominants of acid rain that I will be discussing with you right now. And this is why they they react with the constituents of marble, and they, after reacting, they corrode it. So acid, the property of acid is that it corrodes, it damages, right? So it is reacting, this sulfuric resultant sulfuric acid is reacting with this white marble. It's damaging this the color of the white marble, and it's giving it a yellowish, tarnished, it's rendering it into a yellowish tarnished state. So experts have warned that pollutants and air, they are actually responsible for the discoloring of the white marble. That is because of acid rain. So this I had discussed with you in the previous chapter in a very in a summarized fashion. Here I'll be delving a little deep into it. So you know that industries and automobiles and all these power plants, they emit oxides of nitrogen, nitrogen dioxide, and they also emit oxides of sulfur like sulfur dioxide. So what happens is that when water vapor rises, it is in the gaseous state, right? But when it reaches the uppermost part of the atmosphere, there it condenses because there the temperature is cooler. And how do they condense? The tiny particles that are present in the air, you can consider this as the tiny particle that is present in the air. The water vapor, we usually condense around these tiny particles into what? Into water droplets. Okay. And sometimes it so happens that sulfur dioxide or other oxides of sulfur and the oxides of nitrogen, they also condense along with the water droplets sometimes. And mostly what it happens is that they mix up with these water molecules, right? What happens is that you can see here in this animation, these oxides, they are rising up along with the water vapor, and once the water vapor has been condensed, into the water droplets around or along with these tiny solid particles that are present in the air, these oxides of sulfur and these oxides of nitrogen as well as carbon, okay, they mix up with the water droplets like I had shown you in the previous slide. So they mix up with the water molecules to form oxides, to form sulfurous acid, to form sulfuric acid, all right, to form nitric acid. Okay, so all of this is happening because they are emitted by vehicles, they are emitted by automobiles, by industrial power plants, okay, and they are reaching the uppermost part of the atmosphere along with the water vapor, and once they reach there, once the water vapor is condensed into water droplets, these oxides, they are mixing up with the water droplets, or with the water molecules, and they are forming acids. Okay, and acids, we know that acids corrode, acids damage. So these acids, they are responsible for the corrosion, for the damage of the marbles that are present on our statues and other monuments. Okay, here is written that they react with the water vapor present in the atmosphere to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid, and the acid then drops along with the rain, making the rain acidic. Therefore, acid rain. All right, and this acid rain, it leads to the corrosion of marble. Okay, it leads to the corrosion of marble, and the other name to this phenomenon is is marble cancer. Why marble cancer? Because it is damaging the structure, the composition of the marble, and it is rendering its white. It's rendering its color from yellow. It's rendering its color yellow from white. So these suspended particulate matter, such as the soot particles emitted by Mathura oil refinery, they have also contributed towards the yellowing of the marble. So these soot particles, you know that tiny suspended particulate matters, all right, they are also being emitted by refineries, by other, chemical power plants, and they along with acid rain, these soot particles or these particulate matters, they are also aiding in the marble cancer. Okay, they are also aiding in the marble cancer, means they are also responsible for the discoloring of the white marble. All right, so acid rain corrodes the marble of the monument, and with acid rain, these soot particles that are emitted out of power plants such as oil refineries. One example is the Mathura oil refinery. They also aid into the yellowing of the marble. Okay. What are the steps taken by the government? The Supreme Court has taken certain steps to prevent the discoloring of Taj Mahal. All right, and it has ordered industries to switch to cleaner fuels. Cleaner fuels such as CNG, the compressed natural gas, and the cleaner fuel next to CNG is the LPG, the liquefied petroleum gas, that the gas that is usually supplied to our homes in red cylinders. Okay, and the automobiles should switch to unleaded petrol in the Taj zone. So what happens is that vehicles, they lead to emission of certain pollutants, right? And the element lead is also a very poisonous element for us, and it also is emitted out of vehicular exhausts. All right. So earlier, lead was used as an active agent in these diesel petrol engines. All right, but now and we have understood that the oxides of lead and the emission of lead along with the other pollutants, it is wreaking havoc on our respiratory system and in the atmosphere. So now people have switched to unleaded petrols or unleaded diesel. Okay, and it is very important. There are still some places where lead is used because lead is cheap, a cheaper constituent. All right, so often people resort to the cheaper constituent, even though it is harming us and people around us. Already, we tend to neglect that, but we have to understand the long term effect that it is causing, and the long term effect is already around us now. So it's important to understand it, and the Supreme Court has ordered that people should switch to unleaded petrol in the tar zone because lead is also a very toxic pollutant. All right, toxic air pollutant. Discuss with your elders about the condition of the Taj 20 or 30, I'm sorry, 30 years ago. Okay, so this is sort of fun activity for you to do. You can discuss it with your parents or your grandparents, and you can ask them that what the Taj was like when they visited, and you can see the difference when you get the opportunity to visit Taj Mahal, or if you have already had the opportunity of witnessing the Taj, you must be having pictures, all right? Or you can even simply Google if you are unable to inquire about the Taj with your elders, right? And you may see pictures such as this over here. Okay, although there is the angle of the photograph, it differs. I mean, in the right hand side picture there is the sunset angle as well, but apart from that, if you Google photos or if you ask about it from your elders, you will get to know that how white the marble of the Taj used to be, and now because of acid rain and because of the soot particles, this white marble has been tarnished, has been discolored into the yellow color. Okay, so till now we have discussed about air pollution, all right, and we have discussed about the important, or you may say the toxic, important toxic air pollutants, chief air pollutants, and we have also had a look at acid rain. In the next part of the chapter, we will be discussing another effect caused by the air pollution, and I'm sure that you are already familiar with it, and I have also been discussing with it in the previous chapters, that is greenhouse effect.